very nervous that this is theoretically our last day, because I feel like I have not solved all of the puzzles. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. It's not the library. Maybe the Museum of History itself? Have we actually gone to it? Museum of History is quiet grandeur lined with rows upon rows of trinkets and curiosities. It's not unlike strange antiquities in that regard, though I doubt there's much use to me here. Curator ushers me away. Eli and I have an agreement. You know you're not supposed to take anything from the museum. I lie below books and scrolls. Are there books and scrolls here anywhere? There's a book on this. I don't have any other guesses right now. Okay. That's fine. Map errors aren't as costly. What about in here? There's a library. We know there's a whole bunch of other shit in here. Entering the library, I am drawn to a dark alcove around the right bearing the title Esoteric and Arcana. I'm sure there's much to learn for it, but sadly a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled up on the reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books that they read. Okay. Esoteric and Arcane, though, is what we're looking for. Esoteric and Arcane. Now it says it lies below. One of these rooms. I don't know how I would tell which room. And I'm beginning to think we're just straight wrong. I am drawn to a dark alcove round to the right. This has to be it. So we would enter the library right here. And if we're going to the right, it's somewhere over here. These stairs are right here. So it would be down and maybe this way. So maybe one of these two. As I open the door, I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls and parchment and old books, but under the debris I find something interesting. Okay, I guess let's start our last day. Hey, Eli. The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. Excuse me. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of Strange Antiquities' vaults. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. A candle that gives off no light, an anchor that has never touched the ocean, a finger but not of flesh. All right, a candle that gives off no light. I think we know instantly. Anchor that has never touched the ocean. There's a mental anchor somewhere. What was the mental anchor? Shadow anchor? That's not right. No, I mean, maybe it is, though. I'm not identifying anything, so I guess there's no shame in just trying whatever. Which one was this? And a finger, but not of flesh. What about the witch's finger? A complex feeling comes over me. It is both horrifying and yet compelling. Wondering if maybe I could take this somewhere and open it. Hey, we've got mail. The lake has turned black. That's not good. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. But the mail won't deliver itself. You and that dude from Majora's Mask, you are just dedicated. I found this note in an old writing desk up at Gleeston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels all too prescient as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible unknown fate. All right. Fear in autumn. Fear. Okay, so fear is what? Isn't that the thing from Blair Witch? Okay, right here. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but in amongst the nonsense, there is some valuable information. That still didn't put a check mark on my other stuff here. Okay. What up, Barton? I have discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There's an ancient shrine to the nameless gods at the skull of Blencathra. It seems humanity tried worshipping them once long ago before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened. There's a what now, where now? I have no idea what he's saying. What up, Eli? It's time to end this. Now. Bring the casket to the pit. I mean, I guess we just go along at this point. We have so much left unidentified. I mean, I know some of it comes from our split choices. We did that 5 or 6 times, so half the stuff we have left, we actively chose not to identify through the course of the story. I'm almost positive this is one of them. I don't know what else we can find with these. These all feel like information for a puzzle I don't know the location of. Except this. Did we ever identify a Zia? I don't think we did. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. It can be difficult to remove. I don't even know that we have one. We don't really have anything made of wood or clay with no other markings. Alright, I guess we're just going to the pit. If I have left puzzles behind, I am sorry. But hey, maybe there's a reason for you to play. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the tree tops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thaumic convergence. It's no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Korchin to bind them. Okay. This music is all of a sudden epic. We need to set up opposing powers, strength and weakness. So strength and weakness, I have to think, are the Fortinants and the Witherants. Now, light and dark, I'm not as positive on. The sun bond creates light. What creates darkness? Shadow holds, a container of any kind can be used to contain an oceanic now. Because that's... Oh, maybe, because that's the spirit vault. Maybe it is the shadow hold? I also have the shadow anchor. We have a stone that's specifically darkness, though. Yeah, the black striated stone. I know that was in something. Come on, game, you're killing me. What's in this? But we don't know what this is. I would have swore we made, or we identified something with it already. But I don't actually see anything with the black striated stone. I mean, I guess none of this matters because we don't know what the flame is. Or the light. Oh, we have it though. Despite appearance, these Noctic items have no collection to the League of the Amphisian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. All right, well, let's start here then. We want Noctic. So big circle, a little circle diamond. Oh. A little too high there. Okay, so that's the spiral. No. 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 Spiral. No. Spiral. No. 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 Okay, well, that narrowed it down. That's the rebirth symbol. Or is it spiraling the wrong way? Let's make sure it starts going left. Yeah, this goes left. Rebirth would make sense, right? You're turning one thing into the other. Maybe this combines. No, maybe not. Because this is strength, weak, light, and dark. We're going for it. There's just one of these items that I'm not sure about. Well, it's this one. The other ones I feel really confident on. What did we have that would represent darkness? Do we have any other symbology for darkness? Dark. Two downward triangles. Maybe I'm screwing up and thinking that we're using items we've already identified. Maybe we're not. I don't see two downward triangles anywhere. I swear we've identified something that's dark based. I don't want to go through the whole book again. This was for hearing, right? But it has the dark, but this is for hearing. Shit, maybe that's what I was thinking of for the other striated stone, though. What was St. Cedric's Thunder? Yeah, it's storms. I know there was something we made for darkness. Here we go. I just needed to turn the page one more time. This is an enshrouding sphere of darkness. This is protection. I don't think that's it. I did not mean to do that. We need to come this way. I don't think it's the pit. The veiled fen is the eye that started light but turned to dark. I think... Let's go for the Tenebrin Cloak. There's too much shit in this game. I love it. Am I a crazy person? We've made one of these, right? Yeah. Thought so. Where the hell is it? There it is. No. Maybe I have this wrong. Let's do the Veiled Fen. I think two of these items might be wrong. So am I wrong about the dagger? Because that was the other one, right? Or was it? Okay. We'll get out of this. Oh, that was a lot of bad. Oh, the cat saved us. All right. So it's got to be the light that we had wrong. I thought this was the other one that worked, though. Right? On the wrong field. Or no, I need that first. Noctic items. Oh, did I have it backwards? I did. This was the other item. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems sad. Wait, that means the first time I did it with my original items, I was right on the 4. So it just had to be a darkness item, not that one specifically. Sorry. By now the sun has finished setting and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply and then another. I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here. I spin around to follow Eli's gaze and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their caws and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hands. Such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be open. Suddenly it feels inevitable. The casket, now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. We know the Wixit cord. The paralysis. I mean, this casket is terrorizing people. We give it to him, right? Unless we're worried he's gonna open it for some reason. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we'd like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. We're too late, the mob is upon us. One of them grabs Eli and tries to wrestle the casket from his hands. I rush across to help him, but it's no use. They are all around us. The man tears the casket free and it clatters to the floor, skittering towards the edge of the pit before coming to a rest on the precipice. A gray-haired woman stoops to pick it up, and I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. The mob cheers, but Verona turns towards me, and I am no longer afraid. Her eyes are ringed with darkness, but they are not black. Back from the dead, we saved Verona! She winks at me and throws the casket into the pit. At the same moment, Eli activates the light of Corchin. Time stands still, and then there's a rush and roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. Oh, I guess we're done. I just got a bunch of ending trophies. It has been a few weeks since the casket was destroyed, but I am still riding high on the elation and relief from that night. Everything seemed to come together right when it needed, and somehow we avoided a terrible catastrophe. Those who were under the casket's spell were released almost immediately. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they have all made a full recovery. It is rare for Eli to express much emotion, but even he congratulated me on my strength and resolve in the face of such darkness. He too felt the allure of the casket and was worried that it would overwhelm me. He told me with a hint of pride that I would make a fine thaumaturge. Well, beans, I've done your job for the past 2.5 weeks. Ending 1. Eli's alive. Everybody should be alive, right? Casket has been destroyed and Undermere is safe again. All right, Bonnie Roberts is insane. That's kind of on me. Audra was murdered by her own bloodthirsty followers when the casket was not opened, so we kind of got Audra killed. So there's multiple endings. Well, there you go. There can be a reason to play it, even if you just watched me solve a bunch of the puzzles. And it seems like some of those open-ended ones had other solutions. Oh God, I loved this. I loved this so much. Wait, Barton, glad that everything turned out well, even if you did ignore his plan? I didn't really realize he had a plan. Well, and there are credits. Yeah, I gotta say, what an experience. Absolute blast. This is actually a kind of sequel. I don't think the first game is narratively connected, but there is another game called Strange Horticulture that came out before this. I don't know, Ma, if you liked this, I'm happy to go back and play that one too. I'll be going back and playing that one no matter what. It's if we liked this and would like more of this, we'll record it. Yeah, what an extraordinary game. So much fun. Little hints everywhere. Fun little characters. A simple but interesting narrative. I was curious to see where it was going, and apparently there were multiple ways this could have ended. Yeah, I don't know. Just I'm really, really happy with this game. It was never too hard. I think there was only one item that I didn't really like the clues we got for. But considering we identified, what, 50 different things at least? Not everybody's gonna get everything. I probably just didn't see it. I'm never too hard, but still always makes you feel really clever when you put the pieces together. That's what a puzzle game should do. Yeah, I'm really excited to do another one. Whatever the developers of this made, next game is a day one purchase. So. Oh, epilogue. You know what? Maybe I'll save this just for me. If you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe. And if you didn't, please email me and tell me why.